This is the story of a company that invented its own killer. In 1975, inside the labs of the world's most powerful photography brand, an invention was born that would change everything. And the company that built it chose not to pursue it. Not because they didn't understand it, but because they did. This is not a story about missing the future. It's about seeing it clearly and being unable to act. To understand that trap, you have to understand Kodak. Not a camera company, a chemistry company. Film, chemicals, paper, processing. Every photograph taken in America ran through their hands. The camera brought you in. Film kept you there. This was the golden cage. And for decades, the bars held. At its peak, Kodak controlled nearly 90% of film sales in America. The margins were extraordinary. In 1975, a 24-year-old engineer named Steve Sasson asked a question. What if a photograph didn't need chemistry at all? What he built wasn't impressive. Toaster-sized, heavy, slow, 23 seconds per image, black and white, low resolution. But it worked. He took it upstairs. The executives watched an image appear on a small television screen. That's cute. Don't tell anyone about it. Not dismissal, calculation. Because what they saw wasn't innovation. It was a threat. No film, no chemicals, no paper, no processing. Every dollar digital made was a dollar film lost. So they protected what worked. And by every measure at the time, they were right to. Here's what most people get wrong. Kodak didn't ignore digital. When Sony moved into electronic imaging, Kodak didn't wait. They built one of the largest digital research divisions in the industry. Thousands of engineers, hundreds of patents. In 1991, they released the DCS, one of the first professional digital cameras on the market. In 1992, they launched Photo CD, trying to bridge film and digital. They tried, genuinely tried. And every attempt made the problem worse. Because this was never a strategy problem. It was an architecture problem. Every factory ran on film. Every salesperson sold film. Every incentive system depended on film. A digital sale wasn't growth, it was replacement. And it destroyed the recurring revenue the entire company was built on. So the system did what systems do. It protected itself. By 2000, digital cameras were outselling film. By 2004, Kodak stopped making film cameras in America. On January 19, 2012, Kodak filed for bankruptcy. "120 years, gone." Steve Sasson later stood in the White House and received the National Medal of Technology for inventing the digital camera. The patent had always belonged to Kodak. He never saw royalties. When asked about the executives in that room, he didn't describe arrogance. He didn't describe ignorance. They were careful, he said. Careful. Not blind, not arrogant, not stupid. Careful.
They were right about everything, and it didn't matter.